Yo, I'm in the zone when the big blocks rumble. Slide in the slick, watch the quick line crumble. MDiTV got the heat in the tunnel. Boost in the stream, better tighten that buckle. Dirt flying, wide tires grinding. Slide job city, full send, no hiding. Modified beast, you can't fake that tone. It's a full barrel growl and it shakes your dome. Big block, we bring the thunder. Down to the Port Royal gates. I'm shifting fate when I rotate plates. Got torque in the veins and hate in the dust. It's checkers or wreckers and slide we trust. I ain't here for a cruise or a cameo. I'm throwing sliders like Mario. Red flag rage when I rage the show. Tech with the flow when the wheels go roll. Big block, full send savage. Track havoc, big block, hear that scream. Built not bought, it's a racer's dream. Shout out to the warriors in the pits. Wrench turners, heat burners, slide with the blitz. MDiTV, yeah, we lit on stream. When the big blocks roll, you know what it means.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week number 9 for the Big Block Modifieds. Getting ready tonight. What's up, Justin? What's up, buddy? Getting ready for the big blocks and the super late models here tonight, both at Volusia. Thankfully, we are not at negative whatever degrees that we were all weekend. It is a bit warmer out in my garage this week as we get ready for tonight's race. What's up, Karen? Hope you guys are staying warm over that way. Let's see, who do we got in this? Oh, trying to get in the session. I guess I clicked the wrong button. Let me get in here and tell you guys who is in here as we are getting into tonight's big block race. After this, it is going to be Supers. It's going to be Supers at Volusia. Also, we got a doubleheader here tonight. How cold did it get where you guys are at, Karen? It was ridiculously cold here. All right, who is up in the session? We are going to be able to look now as I get up into the session here tonight. Looks like we got Ben Jolly, Brandon Barnhart, Caleb Durgan, Chance Carr, Damian Ward, Ethan Bill, Jacob Schultz, Joey Lingron, Justin White, Kenny Cudney, Matthew Watts, Nick Brundage, Ragin' Ray Ramy, Ryan Kuta, Riley Knoll, Tanner Tomasi, Trevin Train, Tyler Hampton, and Zach Mitzner going to be your field here tonight, getting into the big block modifieds 6,500 SOF. It is still pretty cold here, to be fair. It is still pretty cold, but way warmer than it was yesterday. I think we are at, hold on, I can look. What are we at? I'm waiting for this to launch into the server. We are at 15 degrees, which is definitely a bit warmer than it's been. Jerry, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, I am excited about this one. We got a couple names we don't normally see that are from the late model side. Should be an interesting one here tonight. Volusia definitely brings some of the best drivers out, and we are about to see that here tonight. Caleb Durgan has to be a favorite here tonight at Volusia. He is so good here. We're at 26. Yeah, see, a little bit warmer, a little bit warmer. I got a friend of mine in Jersey, and she told me it was brutal. All right, so Caleb Durgan at the top of the charts in practice here tonight. And Kenny Cudney, Lingron, Lane, and Tomasi, your top 5. Who, me? What's up, Shane? What's up, Shane Haas? You running with us tonight at the Bull Ring? It was, yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting all kinds of weather you're not even used to having. So I live just north of Syracuse, New York, and in January, at the end of January, they were up to 100 inches of snow, which they said is the first time they'd hit that number since 2009, I believe it was. Maybe it was 2011, but either way, yeah, 2011. It was 15 years since I got. Laboon didn't make it. Oh no. All right, looks like Brandon Barnhart going to be the first one to jump out on the track for us. He's going to go out there and do a run in the 101. As Barnhart currently taking it. Oh, why is that, Shane? Sore from work? All right, let's see where these guys are going to put them at the top of the charts here tonight. Who is going to get that quick time? As it looks like Brandon. Whoa, Jacob Schultz going to jump to the top with a 15.617. Go ahead and put those best times up. Looks like Tomasi is out there. Trevin Lane, Raging Ray, all out on the track. Yeah. Oh, 4-car. Oh, wow. Griffin's the one. Or so, Swank's the one. Griffin. Swank is in the second split. Wow, that's wild. All right, so Trevin Lane going to be at the top of the charts with a 15.612, edging out Schultz by 5/1000th of a second as it stands right now. Raging Ray going to be fifth quick. Here comes Matthew Watts out on the track in the number 11. Matthew Watts out there. As he is going to go third quick with a 15.645. That's probably going to be the best he can do. It looks like we got Damian Ward out on the track right now. Kenny Cudney's out there. Chance Carr's out there as Ward's going to come across the line to start lap number 1. Cudney going to go quick time with a 15.601. Putting Kenny Cudney at the top of the charts. He was quick in practice. Looks like Durgan might have a little bit of work to do as we are going to watch. Oh, Damian Ward with the quick time with a 15.586. Good lap. Oh, look at that. Caleb Durgan rolling in the last chance Larry scheme. Leighton and Larry scheme. You know, he shouldn't be able to qualify in that scheme. So Caleb Durgan going to go second quick, 1/1000th of a second slower with a 15.587. I'll tell you, if he wasn't in the Larry car, he might have gotten quick time. No, they're different. They're spelled different too. Wow, how close is that? We got Zachary Mitzner out there. Ethan Bill is not on the track. We'll see if he jumps out in a little bit. Zachary thinking about jumping out. Nope, he's going to be done. He is currently 18th quick, so we got 19 cars. So we will be sending one home here tonight. Both of them race in real life, though, Shane. Just one runs an asphalt late model, and one runs I think Tomasi runs a dirt late model. All right, so it does not look like Ethan Bill going to take the lap time here as we are going to get ready for heat race number 1. What's up, Ward? Field car. All right, Larry. DA Field Car Motorsports. That works. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for heat race number 1 as they are going to go ahead and line them up. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 32 of Damian Ward. Outside of him, in the number 25 machine, it's going to be Kenny Cudney. Look, Cudney got a paint finally. Starting inside row number 2, in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Outside of him, in the 07, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Starting inside row number 3, in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Matthew Watts. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Chance Carr. Starting inside row number 4, in the number, it looks like the 10 machine. What number is Tomasi running? That is not his normal number. In the number 10 machine, it is going to be Tanner Tomasi. Outside of him, in the number 14, it's going to be Tyler Hampton. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 76 machine is going to be Raging Ray Rammy. Outside of him in the number 14, it's going to be Ethan Bill. Getting ready here for heat race number 1 as they roll out on the track Volusia. I think this is the track that kind of got me addicted to iRacing here. I was so good at this track before the build. Haven't really ran a lot since the new build, but it was so fun. I took any dirt car I wanted to learn how to drive and brought it to Volusia. I don't know what it is. This track just works for me, and it works for a lot of other drivers as they are going to get the one to go this time by. It is going to be Damian Ward leading him to the green flag. Helps if I give you guys the car sounds, right? All right, Damian Ward going to be out front down the back straightaway with Kenny Cudney to his outside. Cudney's been tearing up some dirt lately. Looking for him to have some breakthroughs here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag this time by. Brundage has been hot lately. This could be a wild one here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Brundage going to take advantage. He's going to take that number 2 spot. Cudney back to 3rd. His battle's going to be for 4th with Watts on the inside. Riley Knoll up high. Through turn number 3 and 4, down the front straightaway. Knoll going to get the run on the outside. He's going to have the spot that time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Watts going to slide up. He's going to grab a spot as Hampton sits in that final transfer spot as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Right now, plenty of breathing room for Tyler Hampton as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Chance Carr back up underneath Watts into turn number 1 and 2. Trying to make that bottom side work. Can't quite do it. Hampton is going to be all over him out of turn number 2. What's up, smoke detector? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead. Here comes Brundage digging up underneath Ward as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the lead. Ward's going to dig back on the outside. Brundage down low. Drag race out of turn number 2. Looks like that top side is digging in turn number 1 and 2. Looks pretty even on both in 3 and 4. Brundage going to try to dig back in as Ward continues to lead. Here comes Cudney slowly creeping in that number 25. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to keep it single file for now as they are racing for almost last. Tomasi trying to find his way around Raging Ray as they come out of turn number 4. Across the line, 3 laps to go. Here comes Megawatts back up underneath Riley Knoll out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to keep it single file for now, but here comes Brundage. He wants a piece of the lead as they come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they come down the back straightaway. Does Brundage have anything for the 32 of Damian Ward as they head into turn number 3 and 4? White flag is out. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Ward leads the way. Nick Brundage second. Cudney third. Riley Knoll, Matthew Watts, Chance Carr, and Tyler Hampton currently in the transfer spots as Hampton is getting some pressure. Here comes Raging Ray back to the front. It looks like it's going to be all Damian Ward. Who's going to get the transfer spot? Raging Ray steals it at the line. It's going to be Ward, Brundage, Cudney, Knoll, Watts, Carr, and Ray making it into the feature here tonight. Everybody else off to the LCQ. Good for those guys. We are only sending 1 driver home here tonight. That was a great heat at the end there. Ray putting on a good move for the transfer spot, transferring his way in. As we are going to get ready for heat race number 2. Let's go ahead and line them up here. Starting on the inside of row number 1 in the number 99L here tonight, it is going to be Caleb Durgan. Outside of him in the number 1 machine, I'm assuming it is going to be Joey Langron. Starting inside row number 2 in the other number 1, it's going to be Trevin Lane. Outside of him in the number 12, I'm assuming it is going to be Jacob Schultz. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 44 machine, it's going to be Ryan Kuta. Outside of him in the number 20, it's going to be Justin White. Starting inside row number 4 in the 924, it is going to be Ben Jolly. Outside of him in the 101, it's going to be Brandon Barnhart. Then rounding out the field here tonight, last but not least, in the number 17 machine, it is going to be Zachary Mitzner. All right, we got to get them stacked up 2 by 2. Here, they'll get the one to go at the line this next time by. Don't go anywhere. Tonight, guys, we got the doubleheader. We got super late models coming up after this. Should be a wild one. We should see a few of these guys over there, too. And then I'm going to end it at that because I'm going to go do a league race. And we are going to get the one to go this time by as Caleb Durgan's going to lead the field to the green. All right, guys, let me know out in the chat, who's your pick for heat race number 2? Can Durgan hold on the whole way, or will a late model guy, well, I don't know if he's late model sprint. He's kind of good in everything. Joey Lindgren be able to steal it away? We're about to find out as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, I'm telling you. Durgan's got to fall back because he is starting way too far out front to be in the 99L. I love Larry, but man, he could not qualify. All right, so Durgan going to pull away out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's going to be Lindgren in that number 2 spot. It is a doubleheader. We are doing supers after this, Brendan. As they come out of turn number 4, a little bit of contact further back as Trevin Lane is going the wrong way in a hurry in that other number 1 machine. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Battle's going to be for the number 3 spot. Here it comes. Oh, Kuta sends it into the door of Lindgren. Big wreck. Big wreck into turn number 3 and 4. Kuta going to go all the way back in that number 44. Yeah, I am racing that tonight. Yep. That's why I'm only doing a doubleheader. Down the back straightaway into turn. You're in Florida? I wish I was in Florida because it would be much warmer than 15 degrees there. As they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be single file up at the front. Here comes the 101 of Brandon Barnhart. He started almost last. He is up 4 spots up into the number 4 position. He is looking for more as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, it's 15. 1-5. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes, oh man, Barnhart down on the bottom. He is so good at rolling that bottom side. I'm telling you, I really like that paint on Jacob Schultz's car. Let's go take a closer look at that, since that's where the battle is anyway. I really like that. I like that a lot. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. I'd hate it at a real track, though. Well, we were like negative all weekend long, so I'm happy for 15 degrees. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be 6 laps complete, 2 laps to go. Battle's going to be for the number 3 spot. Here comes Barnhart down on the bottom out of turn number 2. Can he get it to go down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4? Down into turn number 3 and 4. White flag in the air. One more lap for last chance. Caleb Durgan down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Schultz. Schultz in the back of Lindgren. Little bit of contact for that number 2 spot. Going to stack him up. Barnhart into the back of Schultz. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that checkered flag. It is going to be Caleb Durgan with the win. Joey Lindgren, Schultz, Barnhart, Lane, and Mitzner going to transfer through. Jolly, Kuta, and White going to the LCQ. Oh, sorry. Jolly's going to. Kuta and White going to the LCQ. Supposed to be 72 tomorrow? That is wild. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked, Justin. It was freaking cold, and the heat went out in my car, and I got it fixed today. But, yeah, I had no heat in the car all weekend either. I can't join anything. I am broadcasting this and then supers. What the law? All right, so let's go. Durgan just said something about the Larry Lane. Larry Lane all the way to the top. I don't think we're going to see anybody run all the time. Supers are going to be here too. Last chance qualifier coming up. And it is going to be one driver going home out of this one. You know, we usually pick the winner, but there's only one going home here tonight. Which one of these drivers do you think is going home? It's going to be Tyler Hampton starting on the pole in that number 14 machine. Outside of him, in the number 44, it's going to be Ryan Kuta. Starting on the inside of row number 2 in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Tanner Tomasi. Outside of him, in the number 20, it's going to be Justin White. Then rounding out the field here tonight in the number 14 machine, it's going to be Ethan Bill. So if I was going to pick based on what I know about these guys, I would say White has the least chance of making it into the feature. But you never know what might happen here. We all know Tomasi's great. He doesn't run big blocks a lot, but he is a good driver. Kuta is usually fantastic. Hampton's solid. And E-Bill, well, we all know E-Bill. So I don't know. I think White has the least chance of being able to make it, but I don't want to count him out because this could get crazy. And we're going to look for the green flag this time. What do you guys think out in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. All right, start's going to be this time by on Hampton in that number 14. We've got a pair of 14s, one at the front, one at the rear. As they look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. Should be interesting if these guys don't junk each other, as Hampton's going to get on the gas down into 1 and 2. Here comes Kuta in that number 44 machine. Going to roll the bottom out of turn number 2. Battle's going to be for third. White fighting for his life as he's got Tomasi down low. Ethan Bill looking to bite in that number 14 machine just behind him as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Last chance qualifier, LCQ. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4, side by side. Into 3 and 4, it's going to be Tomasi on the bottom side. White up high, battle for that number 3 spot. Top 2 going to keep it single file right now as White's going to slide back into that 4th and final transfer spot. He's going to go for the crossover on Tomasi. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes White back down low. Watch Tomasi. Tomasi's going to pull him out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Give Tomasi that number 3 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Definitely full send. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. E-Bill sitting in the background trying to creep in on these guys. I don't know what's going on with E-Bill right now. Something has to be going on, or he's just biding his time as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Hampton continuing to lead. Kuta in second. Tomasi putting the pressure on the 44 of Ryan Kuta. I should go on Storage Wars. Be the auctioneer. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Tomasi looking down low out of turn number 4. Can't quite get there. He's going to get back in line. It is going to be 4 laps to go here in the LCQ as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Tomasi digging down low once again. Kuta on the outside. Oh, White trying to close the gap. I don't know what's going on with E-Bill, but he is losing ground on these guys as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Tomasi peeking down low once again into turn number 3 and 4. Can't quite get the run out of the corner. Let's see how he does this time. A little bit harder in, but he's going to slide behind him out of turn number 4 with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is the Hampton show here in the B main. He is pulling away. Here comes White. White is tired of waiting as they come out of turn number 4. Tomasi sends it down low. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Battle for second. Tomasi down on the bottom side. Great run through turn number 1 and 2. Can he get the run down the back straightaway? Kuta going to fight hard on the outside. Tomasi sends it in. Slides up the track. Kuta fights back hard on the outside. Out of turn number 4. Here comes E-Bill. E-Bill, I might have gotten it. I don't know. But Hampton, Kuta, Tomasi. Let's go look at the official results. That might have been too close to call. Did E-Bill get it? He did not. Just missed it. Oh my God, that was wild. Look at how close that was. E-Bill almost got there, did not quite make it, and he is the one going home here tonight. He came out of nowhere at the end of that one. All right, guys, we know what time of the night it is. It is time for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 32 machine, it is going to be Damian Ward. Outside of him in the 99L, it is going to be Caleb Durgan. Starting inside, row number 2 in the 916 is going to be Nick Brundage. Outside of him in the number 1, it's going to be Joey Langron. I just noticed he's using the Iraq flag. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 25 machine, it is going to be Kenny Gudney. Outside of him, in the number 12, it's going to be Jacob Schultz. Starting inside, row number 4 in the 07 machine, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Outside of him, in the 101, it's going to be Brandon Barnhart. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Matthew Watts. Outside of him, in the number 1, it's going to be Trevin Lane. Starting inside, row number 6 in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Chance Carr. Outside of him, in the number 17, it is going to be Zach Mitzner. How did you just realize? That routing out the... Oh, because I didn't notice that he had it up as the flag. Starting inside, row number 7 in the number 76 machine, it's going to be Raging Ray Remy. Outside, oh God, I got to read that in a second, Larry. Outside of him in the 924, it's going to be Ben Jolly. Starting inside, row number 8 in the number 14 machine, it's going to be Tyler Hampton. Outside of him in the number 44, it's going to be Ryan Kuta. Then rounding out the field here tonight in row number 8 on the inside, it's going to be the 10 of Tanner Tomasi. Outside of him in the number 20, it's going to be Justin White as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Free clinic from Ward and Field Card Motorsports. That is great. Oh, we got contact. Oh, Schultz was up on 2 wheels. Schultz is going to go all the way to the back. Not sure what happened there. We're going to have to take a look at that one later as he was on 2 wheels out of turn number 2 as we got a battle for the lead as here comes Last Chance Durgan into 1 and 2. Durgan going to roll the bottom out of turn number 2 to Ward on the high side. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Down low, Durgan's going to slide him into turn number 3 and 4. Big cut down by Ward. Drag race down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Ward's going to slide back up into the lead. He's going to pinch down the bottom. Doesn't give Durgan a lot of room. Durgan has to back out of it. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We'll go back and take a look at it at the caution. As they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it's going to be Ward at the line that time by. On to turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Ward up high, Durgan down low. Durgan gets a good run down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Not able to slide Ward that time. It is going to be a drag race out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side for that lead. Durgan on the bottom side trying to dig down low on Ward. These two are fighting each other about as hard as you can as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Oh, I just noticed that he was typing it again and again. Out of turn number 2, here comes Nick Brundage. He wants a piece of action. He's going to get behind Damian Ward as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the line, and this time by easily Ward as Durgan falls back to third. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be battle for. Oh, I don't think Durgan's got a whole lot down on that bottom side. He might have to go up there and look for the Larry line as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Battle right now is going to be for 4th. It looks like Kenny Cudney going to take it. Lingron falls back to the number 5 spot. Riley Knoll in 6th. Matthew Watts in 7th. Here we go. Battle for that number 9 spot as here comes Hampton looking down low on the number 76 of Raging Ray as they head into 1 and 2. Do I have a least favorite driver in here? I mean, if I had a least favorite driver, I would have to hate them awful bad in order to say it on here. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Everybody pretty much single file right now. Battles for third as Durgan is putting the pressure on the 916 of Nick Brundage. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Schultz there. Oh, let's watch the slider first. Slide job by Durgan. Cut down by Brundage. let's go back and take a look and see what happened on the start with Schultz as they are racing it out. Go-Kart Racer 21, thank you for the follow. Oh, we just got in the back of him. Oh, he got in the back of Lingron. Okay. Nobody killed Schultz. Schultz killed himself. This race just started a little while ago. It's only 50 laps. We are 12 laps into this one already as they roll single file out of turn number 2. This track used to be so much better before the rebuild. Some guys say Landon Moody. Oh, yeah, some guys do. Landon Moody's not in this, though. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Going to keep it single file for now. Durgan has taken that number 2 spot back, trying to reel in the 32 of Damian Ward as they come out of turn number 4. Ooh, good little battle back here. Let's go back and take a look as it looks like Chance Carr trying to move his way forward. He's up 3 spots. He's up underneath Watts into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, it's top split official, go-kart. Top split official. It's the opener for the big blocks. Next up is going to be the openers for the super. I'll tell you what, Chance Carr has that bottom side digging as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Digging on the bottom side. He's going to attract Riley Knoll down there. Knoll's going to put the slide. Sorry, on, who was that? Lingron. Lingron's going to cut back down on a turn number 2. I had to look because there's 2 number 1s and Lingron doesn't normally run these. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. No, probably not. He won't be on any of them tonight. Oh, we got a battle up at the front. Durgan looking for the lead. He's going to send it in 1 and 2. Slide job on Ward. Durgan to the point down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Ward trying to dig back into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. New race leader is going to be Caleb Durgan as they head into 1 and 2. So not a really not a real exciting pass for the lead. Durgan's going to make it look pretty simple as he takes the lead, leading the way into turn number 1 and 2. Ward and Brundage could be playing a little bit of strategy on tires. Caution flag, that could go a long way here. Yes, I do. I've been doing this, the top split for big blocks for a long time. Years. By a long time. All right, so we have Lingron down. Oh, no, we got a yellow flag as white goes around. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Let's see what happened to White here as he went around bringing out the caution flag. Oh, there was a little bit of contact there. I don't know what Barnhart could have done differently to get a little better angle of it. It's usually top split. What's your name on? I guess what's your name would be a better question. Yeah, that was just tight race and barely touched him. You hate Volusia. I didn't see what happened to you, Zach. All right, we got to go back and look and see what happened to Zach. I don't know that name. I don't know that one, though. I only do the openers, though. Oh, God. I have done that. I have done that so many times here. Oh, my God. Schultz killed you. Did you see Schultz's wreck, though, on the start? He had the worst. All right, we're going to stack it back up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. It is going to be Caleb Durgan and Damian Ward up at the front of the pack. I like this track, but it is different. It's very hard to pass since they did the rebuild here. I like the old build Volusia better. All right, pace truck is in looking for the green flag once again. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway and into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Durgan leading the way down the back straightaway as Brundage and Ward duke it out for that number 2 spot into turn number 3 and 4. Don't trust my ticker right now. Brundage is going to slide Ward out of turn number 4. Here comes Ward back down low into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to dig the bottom through turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Ward down low, Brundage up high. Brundage is going to disappear as they head through 3 and 4. He's going to pop back up out of turn number 4. Never do. Down into 1 and 2. He's going to slide back up the track. Brundage definitely having a little bit of an issue here as we got contact there for the number 4 spot, but caution flag comes out. It might have put Brundage a lap down. I wonder if it just bit Brundage. Yeah. Yeah, Durgan's been top split for a long time. All right. Oh, this started well up here. Oh, my God. There was so much that just happened here. Let's go find... I think I'm going to go on Raging Ray. This is... We'll go Chopper. A lot happened right here. We gotta, there's a lot that happened. All right, so Watts and Hampton going to make a little contact on entry here. That's going to cause Watts to get in the back of Lingron. Lingron's going to come up. He's going to make contact with Ray. Schultz is going to get caught up in that one. What a mess there as we get the second caution flag of the day here. And we are going to have to re-rack them, restack them once again. It does look like it did end up giving Schultz or Brundage a spot. Maybe. I don't know. It's doing weird stuff for Brundage. Hold on, let's take a look. All right, so SCK just isn't happy right now with Brundage's blinking. He's not even running the Larry line. He's running the Larry White car, not even running the Larry line. Can you believe that, Ward? How about Larry White getting a win this weekend or over the weekend? I'm telling you, the Super Dirt Series is starting to become wide open. We got Alex Payne. I mean, the names in there are so good. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Durgan's going to get a big jump. Brundage is going to disappear as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brundage is going to pop back up. He decides to join the party again into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Ward trying to dig down low as we got a side-by-side racing all the way through the field out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Brundage continuing to blink out as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Cudney with a good run. Up underneath Ward as they head into turn number 3 and 4. The connection issue with Brundage might end up being an issue here tonight. You want to be there one day? You'll be in top split, I'm sure, if you keep working at it. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to continue to be Caleb Durgan leading the way. Here comes Ward down low out of turn number 4. Brundage going to slide up the track. Caution. Caution is out once again. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. Oh, Kuta and Lingron get together. Lingron going to go around. Oh, Tomasi around. All right, let's take a look. It looks like Kuta is just going to get in the back, get a better run through the corner, gets in the back of Lingron, and Lingron just going around out of turn number 2. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag is out. All right, hopefully, we can get some green flag laps in here. We are around the halfway point. Ticker's been funny. I don't want to count on it being 28 laps complete. It's probably like 26. As they head out of turn number 4, they're going to get the one to go this time by Brundage. Is definitely having a little bit of trouble there with his internet connection. We are going to see what he is able to do as they come out of turn number 2, looking for that green flag this time by Durgan. Going to lead the field once again. Looking to take the win here tonight. Me is hungry. I'm eating some popcorn. I'm not gonna lie. Coming out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Durgan well into the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Brundage going to try to dig on that outside as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. They are screaming at the back of the pack as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Kenny Cudney in the number 25. He's going to take the number 3 spot that time by. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Cudney continuing to close the gap, looking for that number 2 spot, putting the pressure on Brundage. How about Chance Carr coming through as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway? It's going to be all Durgan out front into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Cudney in that number 25 machine as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Still single file for now as Ward's going to be all over the back of Cudney as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas is all right. Just pick it on you, Shane. Here comes the battle. Riley Knoll going to get up in the mix in the 07. Looking up underneath. Ward can't make it work. Has to get back in line. Just had ice cream. Ice cream is always good. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Larry. Here comes Damian Ward down on the bottom as it continues to be Caleb Durgan out front leading the way down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Still single file for the most part. We got a lot of different lines getting rolled right now as Riley Knoll rolls the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. He's got a little bit of a run. Slides up the track almost into Ward. He's got to get back in line out of turn number 4. If you take a look, I mean, Durgan is running a totally different line than everybody else, especially down the back straightaway, absolutely walking everyone down the backstretch. Will that change anybody's line as it looks like Cudney Cudney cuts off Ward. Ward in the wall. Knoll's going to take advantage. He's going to slide into the number 4 spot. They're going to take it 2, maybe 3 wide. They do take it 3 wide. Chance Carr backs out as Ward digs up underneath Knoll. He's going to push him up the track into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, that's going to open the door for Carr as Carr's going to take the spot. Oh, Ward couldn't. Whoa, Ward should have left it alone. That's going to cost him as he goes into the outside wall. Caution flag comes out. What's up, Braden? Just in time to watch Damian crash. So Damian was not happy there. He sends it in a little bit hard, getting into Knoll. If he had just left that alone, he would have been all right. But he's going to take the hit into the wall. Caution flag comes out once again here tonight. Yep. Hey, Damian, it's your brother's fault. It was your brother's fault. So got a few guys down on pit road, getting some repairs done. Oh, God.
I don't feel comfortable in a public space relaying said message.
If it's from I don't know, I could give a fuck.
Hey, Riley Knoll, Damian Ward says he don't give a fuck.
Trevin, you're good.
Riley said that he's Damian Ward's daddy.
Banner, my bad for getting into in 1 and 2. I smacked inside wall.
Oh, God, Braden.
Yeah, it is your bad.
All right, so they're getting a little toxic in the chat. as they come out of turn number 4. We're going to go ahead and stack them up, looking for the green flag here once again. Man, I wish Brundage could do something about that internet connection. Can somebody tell Brundage to go move from the McDonald's? Maybe the public library has better internet connection. Could somebody help him out? All right, looking for the green flag as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Durgan and Brundage on that front row. Well, it's definitely going to be Durgan. I don't know if Brundage is going to be there. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Watch that number 25. Kenny Cudney has had some speed here as we got a big stack up into turn number 1 and 2. Somehow they all survive as Brundage is going to stay in that number 2 spot. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Cudney trying to clear Carr. Carr going to dig on the outside. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4. Volusia. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope Tomasi's okay. What just happened to Tomasi? Let's go take a look at this. This is absolutely wild. Oh, no. Ward got into him. All right, let's go on board. You call him the Magic Man. Now you see him. Now you don't. Watch it. He just had no clue. No clue it was coming hard into the inside wall for Tomasi. Caution flag comes out. Well, we were doing good. The super lit race is up, so some of these guys might not be over there. Oh my God. He's driving like a pissed off teenager. All right, we're going to try this one again. Hopefully we can get this finished soon. You know, I got some supers to broadcast, guys. That race should already, they're already working in there. We might end up in there in heat race number 1. Braden, what the hell did you just type? I don't know how autocorrect, I don't even know what that means. How does autocorrect come up with that? All right, looking for the green flag. That's wild. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Durgan going to be on the gas. Green flag is out. Ooh, a little bit of contact there between him and Brundage as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Right, Larry? Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Brundage is going to blink out all the way down the backstretch. Will somebody tell Brundage we know he's taking a left ahead? He can turn off his blinker already. He's been on all race long. All right, they're going to come across the line. It is going to be 39 laps complete. Next time by will be 10 laps to go. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. I don't think that's spam. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Up underneath. Here comes the 2 of Chance Carr up in that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Cudney trying to fight back in that number 25 as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. How about Tyler Hampton? He's came out of the LCQ. He was our B-main warrior. He is up to 5th. He is looking for 4th as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. You're crafting a scheme. Oh, no. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Brundage now starting to put the pressure on Caleb Durgan. We're going to keep an eye on that, but I am interested in this number 14 machine of Tyler Hampton as he has made his way up into the top 5 and looking for more. He might have a little something in the tank as they come across the line. It is going to be 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Brundage going to get a tap from behind. That's going to open up the door for Carr. Carr going to drive down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Oh, here comes Cudney. Cudney up underneath Carr. Battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. It is off the chains as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Hampton. Oh, wow. We got some craziness behind this, too. There's craziness all the way through the field. Looks like Damian Ward is already trying to make his way up a little bit further. Oh, no. Him is Raging Ray making contact in 3 and 4. Oh, Ray into the wall. Oh, this could go bad in a hurry as here comes Ward up the track. Ray in that number 76. He's going to dig out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, I was just saying, you're coming up with a scheme. I'm curious. Down into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to stay single file. I was wondering how that one was going to end up as Durgan continues to lead into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it is the Durgan show right now as they come across the line. It is going to be 4 laps to go. Just these 2 tracks tonight. Just these 2. Just these 2 cars tonight at this track. So supers are coming up next. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, it's going to be Durgan leading the way. Still single file up at the front. Chance Carr continuing to pressure Brundage as they come out of turn number 2. Looks like Brundage is... Oh, I was just about to say his internet looking a little better. He's going to blink out down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. It's Durgan's race to lose at this point. Tomasi just ahead of him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We're watching the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It is Brundage in the 916 in 2nd. Chance Carr in the number 2 in 3rd. Kenny Cudney in the 25 in 4th. And the 14 of Hampton in 5th. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Caleb Durgan as he comes across the line. Nick Brundage 2nd, Chance Carr, Kenny Cudney, Tyler Hampton, your top 5. Yeah. This track used to be so much better, Mayo. You and I both know that. All right, we're going to go over to these results, and we're going to jump over there into the super race. Real quick, sorry. It is going to be Caleb Durgan with the win. Nick Brundage in 2nd. Chance Carr in 3rd. Going to be Kenny Cudney in that number 4 spot. Tyler Hampton in 5th. Riley Knoll in 6th. Ryan Kuta in the number 7 spot. Raging Ray in 8th. Ben Jolly in 9th. Going to be Damian Ward in 10th. Justin White in 11th. Lindgren in 12th. Going to be Matthew Watts in the number 13 spot. Jacob Schultz in 14th. Trevin Lane 15th. Tomasi 16th. Barnhart 17th. And Mitzner in that number 18 spot. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up because I'm going to go transfer over to the other race when I pull in whoever's in Discord. So let me go get ready to do that, and then we'll pull in the drivers that are in Discord. All right, so let me go grab this race. I'm going to go jump into the super race. I'm hurrying. I definitely need to hurry because they're probably just now getting into... about to get into heat race number 1. $21 cars. So are sending some people home here in this one. All right. I'm coming if you're in Discord. Give me a second. All right, so 6525 SOF. We're going to go ahead and... Nope, nobody's in there. All right, so nobody's in Discord. But if they do jump over, I will pull them in. I can't believe Brundage, Durgan. I figured Carr wouldn't jump over. I don't even know if he has a Discord. But no Durgan. Durgan's always got something to say. He's probably trying to get over to the super race also. I don't see him. I don't see him in the super race, so we'll see if he jumps in while we are booting up and going into this one. It is going to be another crazy one at Volusia. As we jump over there, let's see. Almost in there.
Feel the thunder roll, the clays flying, engines blowing full. Side by side, leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us.
Gonna watch this and then we will jump over into, well, we'll be done for the night. And I got a little bit of racing to do after this one. Let's go ahead and hit up the starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Let me get rid of that. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. Helps if I do this, huh? It is going to be the number 10 of Connor New. Outside of him in the number 17 machine, it is going to be Coy Valise. You know, how has he got the number 17? That worked out perfect. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 23. Oh, sorry. I believe in the number 1 machine, 11 machine, it's going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him in the number 1, it's going to be Corey Roberts. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 35 is going to be Bubba Walker. Outside of him in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Tyler Orr. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Willie Cuddy. Outside of him in the number 1 machine, it is going to be Chase Copeland. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 4 machine, it is going to be Bentley Stewart. Outside of him in the number, I don't know what it is, 89, it's going to be Travis Carruthers. And then rounding out the field here tonight in the 07, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Riley Knoll doing double duty here tonight. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Connor New leading him into 1 and 2. Big jump for him as he slides into 1 and 2. Big run on the outside for Coy. Coy not going to be able to get the run down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to be side by side. Oh my God, those slide jobs are going crazy as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straight away into 1 and 2. Right now, Connor New going to continue to lead the way as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Valise down low. He's going to send it into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track, cut down by New, and Newsom going to go ahead and join the party as they come out of turn number 4. Go Orr. Yeah, Orr's back there in the final transfer spot right now. We'll see if he's able to stay in there as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out front, Coy going to lead the way out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Going to be 3 laps complete. 3 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle going to be back there for that number 3 spot. It is going to be Copeland on the, Newsom on the bottom. Copeland, I don't even know who's who. Fuck it. It's going to be that guy on top, the other guy on bottom. All right, Corey Roberts going to be in second. Newsom is going to be in third in the number 11. And then the other number 1 is going to be Chase Copeland. That is why it gets so confusing. When you got so many ones in one section. We got 1, 1, 1, 1. Don't do this to me, guys. You got the 1, the 11, and the 1. How confusing is that? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be all Coy out front. New in that number 2 spot. Roberts going to hold on down the fort in the number 3 position as Bentley Stewart has issues in the back. He's going to have to go ahead and take the tow as we got contact between Copeland and Newsom into turn number 3. Copeland was shoving it up deep in the back of that number 11 machine as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, it looks like Roberts just ahead trying to put the pressure on New for that number 2 spot. Here comes the battle into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Coy for the win. Connor New, Roberts, Newsom, Copeland, Walker, and Orr transferring in. Whoa, 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 Braden. Whoa. It is definitely confusing. That's a ban, Braden. That's a ban. All right. Hey, look at this. Everyone's favorite former pro driver on the pole here tonight. In heat race number 2, it is going to be the number 5 of Nathan Waddell. Outside of him in the number 44 machine, it's going to be Ty Lounsbury. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number... What number is he running tonight? In the number 71 machine, it's going to be Mason Inman. Outside of him in the number Should be 5. I just want to make sure. Oh, in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Scott Marek. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 511, it is going to be Daryl Bass. Outside of him, in the number 17 machine, 117 machine, it is going to be Jacob Cannon. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 7 machine, it is going to be Bryce Young. Outside of him, in the 88 was Jacob Cannon. This 117 is Mason Cassidy. Then starting inside, row number 5, in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Zachary Mitzner. Outside of him, in the 06, it's going to be JP Shed. Looking for, I don't know some of these guys. It's throwing me off. Go Waddell. Everybody loves Waddell. Looking for the green flag this time by Nathan Waddell. Going to lead him. Mick, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag is out. Yeah. Just like the QB for the Panthers, right? Slide job by Inman. Ty's going to come back up underneath out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Ty back to the high side. Inman going to dig down low out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Mason up the track. Ty's going to cut down out of turn number 2. Big run down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3. Ty's going to, it is the same. It is definitely the same spelling. Ty's going to toss it up the track. Inman going to dig back underneath. Slides it into turn number 1 and 2. Ty back with the crossover out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Right now it looks like Ty is getting the upper edge of this battle, but he's going to slide it out of turn number 4. Inman going to dig back up underneath into turn number 1 and 2. Great battle for second as they head into 1 and 2. Inman's going to park it on the nose of Ty. Ty back with the cut down. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Right. Oh, my God. You are not wrong. You are not, somehow they made it to the playoffs this year, though, Braden. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, cut down by Inman. Ty. Ty going to dig it into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to toss it up to the top. Licks that stamp, sends it up the track. Here comes Inman back up underneath. Down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Inman going to slide up the track. Down the back straightaway. This has allowed Daryl Bass to get up in the party as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Mark's going to have issues at the back. Slide job by Ty. Out of turn number 4. Drag race across the line. 2 laps to go in heat race number 2. Inman going to park it on Ty's. Oh, my God. They box him in as Bass gives him the door out of turn number 2. Here comes Cannon in that number 88 as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Waddell walked away with this one. He's going to take the win in heat race number 2. Who's going to take second? It's going to be Inman in that number 2 spot. Daryl Bass, Lounsbury, Cannon, Cassidy, and Mitzner going to the feature. Zach, you did the same freaking thing in the big block race. Took the last transfer spot. All right, we're going to get ready for the LCQ. A last chance qualifier. Let's go ahead and pull up that starting lineup. Top 4 going to transfer through. It is going to be the 07 of Riley Knowles starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Outside of him, it's going to be Bryce Young. Starting inside, row number 2. In the number 23 machine, it's going to be Willie Cuddy. Outside of him, in the number... I don't remember what number he is. In the number 86, 96, 86, 06, whatever he is. 06. It is going to be JP Shed. Go Panther. Starting inside, row number 3. In the number 89 machine, it's going to be Travis Carruthers. Outside of him, in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Scott Marek. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in the number 4 machine, it is going to be Bentley Stewart. Finally, a fast 07. He's actually pretty good. He made it. He didn't get to qualify because he was in the big block race, and the big block race ran over. All right. They're going to get the one to go at the line. Riley Knoll going to lead him to the green. Bryce Young in the 7B going to start outside of him. So essentially a pair of sevens on the front row. How lucky could we get? I mean, what more could we ask for? All right, looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the Panther. Into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Knoll and Young on that front row. Who is going home? Who is going to stay? 4 going to the feature. 3 are going home. Got to keep it consistent. It was definitely consistent. Because you just transferred in on the last one, too. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Knoll going to lead him into turn number 1 and 2. I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat Riley Knoll in this one. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, big contact. Oh, my God. Bentley, what happened to you? Well, at least Bentley knows he can go off to the next race as we move back up to the front, down the back straightaway. Yeah, hopefully. I hope so, too. You got to have better luck than Bentley. As they come out of turn at number 4, we got a battle back here for the first person going home. Mark in the number 5 spot. Carruthers in the number 6 position as they come down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 3 laps complete, 7 laps to go. I'm a big block guy, Braden. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Riley Knoll going to continue to lead. Bryce Young in second. JP Shed, Willie Cuddy, your top 4. Those guys looking to transfer the way through. How hard will they push it up there? Knowing they are in. Your guys in second right now. Your guys in second. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be Knoll continuing to lead. 5 laps complete, 5 laps to go. You know, that is a permanent ban. Wait till you get into Landon Moody's server later. Wait till you get in Landon Moody's server. Looks like Carruthers is going to be done. And Mark's going to be in that number 5 spot. He's going to need a lot of help here because he is too far back to do anything as it stands right now. Oh, hold on. He is already in there. All right, there you go. I got you, Braden. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Riley Knoll leading the way as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be 2 laps to go. Will anybody make a move, or will they play it safe to make? I had to do it. Sorry, my bad. Or will they play it safe as they come down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4? White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Bryce Young all over the back of Knoll. Starting to put the pressure on him. He looks like he wants to make the move. Will he make it, or will he take the surefire way in? Can't forget, Scott Mark is not too far back. If one of these guys wreck in 3 and 4, that could be the end of the night. They're going to stay single file out of turn number 4. It's going to be Knoll, Young, Shed, and Cuddy going to the feature. All right, so let's get ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 50 laps, and we will be done after that. And I got some, I got to go wreck Braden. Braden, are you running that race later, too? Are you running Sim Fans later? Because I will definitely wreck Landon Moody for the win. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in the number 17 machine, it is going to be Coy Valise. Outside of him in the number 5 machine, it's going to be everyone's favorite former pro driver, Nathan Waddell. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Connor Not So New. Outside of him in the number 71 machine, it's going to be Mason Inman. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 1 machine, it's going to be Corey Roberts. Outside of him in the 511, it's going to be Daryl Bass. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him in the number 44, it's going to be Ty Lounsbury. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 1 machine is going to be Chase Copeland. Outside of him, in the number 88, it's going to be Jacob Cannon. Starting inside, row number 6 in the number 35 machine, it is going to be Bubba Walker. Outside of him, in the number 117, it's going to be Mason Cassidy. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, starting in the row number 7 on the inside, in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Tyler Orr. Outside of him, in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Zach Mitzner. Starting inside, row number 8 in our B-Main Warrior, it's going to be the 07 of Riley Knoll. Outside of him, in the 7B, it's going to be Bryce Young. Then rounding out the field here tonight, on the inside of row number 8 in the 06 machine, it's going to be JP Shed. Outside of him, in the number 23, it's going to be Willie Cuddy. Looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Good people, good people. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Coy going to lead the way. Waddell going to roll the high side as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Here comes Connor New rolling the bottom as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. So we got a lot of guys already looking for the bottom, but Waddell running that top side, starting to gain some ground on Coy as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be all Coy so far. Waddell is starting to work that high side. He is running way up top as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Good run out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Waddell going to roll the high side. He's going to lead that side by new race leader Nathan Waddell into turn number 1 and 2. There was a wreck on the last one. I didn't see it. They're all still alive. Nobody's dead. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Waddell going to lead the way. Coy in second, New in third as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to start to get a little bit crazier as you roll through the field. You can see Ty Lounsbury up on the outside with a ton of pressure from behind as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, the last lap? Yeah. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Right now, everybody up at the front kind of behaving. These guys trying to grab spots where they can as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Where is Zach? Zach is staying right about where he started as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Look at the Hornets' nest here. It is absolute chaos here as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Back up to the front. Waddell going to continue to lead Coy, looking for a little bit of speed as Connor News continues to roll the bottom. I think New is expecting a caution, and he is trying to save those tires in that number 10 machine, gain any advantage he can as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 8 laps complete. Can there be a break? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, can somebody break? Or can there be a break in the race? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Big slide back here as Newsom slid Inman. Inman going to come back up underneath into turn number 1 and 2. They have caution flags when there is a caution. I can't control any of it. It's not my race. I'm just broadcasting it. Slide job by Newsom. Inman back up underneath. That's going to allow Corey Roberts to linger in the background as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Mason going to slide up the track. Here comes Newsom back down low, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. This is the battle for fourth as they slide through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, contact as Roberts looked low. Inman goes back for the cut down, but Roberts was there. Both of them able to hold on to it as they head through 1 and 2. Skeeter, thank you for the follow, by the way, as they over on Twitch as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. So far, keeping it pretty mellow. A little bit of contact there for the number 4 spot. But I'll tell you what, here comes Mason Inman all over the back of the 11 of Newsom into turn number 3 and 4. That battle is not done as they come out of turn. Yeah, there is definitely black flags for sure. Usually the people get them on the starts for jumping the start and stuff. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be all Nathan Waddell out front. Well, I say that, but Coy Volusia has caught Nathan Waddell looking low into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Waddell going to continue to roll the bottom Coy going to continue to roll the bottom through 3 and 4. Oh, Coy got the inside wall, almost bounces up into Waddell. He's going to lose a ton of ground down the front straightaway. If you get so many incident points, so if you get 17 incident points, like each contact is worth 2, it'll black flag you and disqualify. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Waddell going to continue to lead the way. Coy Volusia in second. Connor New in third. Going to be Jesse Newsman in that number 4 spot as Inman tries to reel him back in as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Volusia is almost back to Waddell. We're going to jump up into that battle when it starts to happen, as it looks like Waddell is searching around in that number 5 machine as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. But you couldn't go that few of contacts. Yeah, if you wreck 3 times, it should just DQ you. It's really what it should do. Nobody should be wrecking 3 times. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Coy trying to reel back in Waddell as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be... Oh, Roberts is having issues. He's going to go down on pit road. He is going to be done for the night. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Waddell continues to lead. Remember, we got a long green flag run in the big block race, and then the shit hit the fan. Will we see the same here tonight in the supers? Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be nose to tail up at the front as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. You got to watch that outside wall. We've seen it in the big block race. It could happen here in the supers too. Might see somebody catch the wall going into turn number 3. It happens so much. That little bit of opening on the back straightaway. Let me go ahead and spread it out. You'll see it right about there. That wall kind of jogs out, and you could easily hit it trying to keep in the throttle as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 22 laps complete. Let's jump on with our leader. That'll give you a better idea where that wall kind of jumps up. You can see right there, it is so easy to grab the wall to coming into turn number 3. Right now, he's a little bit off the wall. Doesn't have to worry about it, but you could see it happen here tonight. We've seen it in the big block race. Could happen in the supers as this track has gotten awfully slick already here tonight. Closing in on the halfway point as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. These guys are pretty mellow right now. Looks like the battle right now is going to be for that number 4 spot. Well, we'll talk about a battle here. Right about Jacob Cannon in the 88 as he tosses the slide up the track. Here comes Orr. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4. Wow, this is wild back here in the back as these guys are battling for that number 8 spot as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact as Ty Lounsbury going the wrong way. He's back 4 spots all the way to the number 12 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Definitely getting pretty interesting here. These guys getting dicey as Riley Knoll tries to navigate with his way through the field. They're going to be 3 wide as Mitzer on the bottom as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Knoll, cut down by, I don't know who he's racing, by Cannon as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Mitzner going to roll the bottom. He's going to play the safe way. I don't blame him. Let these guys wreck. Take advantage as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's already up 4 spots as they come down the front straightaway. Tyler Orr having a good little battle here with Mason Cassidy as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Orr starting to move his way forward. He's up 6 spots. He is our furthest moving, biggest mover right now. There are 2 cars that are up 6 spots, and Tyler Orr, one of them, he is up to the number 7 position as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Let's go back and take a look as it looks like this battle is starting to heat up as Connor New has reeled them in, starting to be a 3-car battle for the lead as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be 20 laps to go when they hit the line this time by 30 laps complete as they come out of turn number 4. We got 20 laps to go. So top 3 going to be nose to tails, comers and goers. You'll see a lot of that, especially in a long green flag run like we have seen here tonight so far. 30 laps, no caution flags as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's starting to get interesting here as it looks like Coy is going to start to put the pressure on Waddell as he sees New growing in his mirror down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, you can see 3 different lines from these 3 leaders as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Everybody running a little bit different, trying to find a little bit of grip, trying to take advantage of the draft as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. This track is fast, fast, fast. Wow, 3 different lanes. Well, it's a little bit more similar for New and Coy that time in 3 and 4. New's gonna go all the way up to the top, run the cushion. Look at this run down the back straightaway. Here comes Connor New. Connor going to look low on Coy as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be a race for the number 2 spot. Connor New is on the move. He's going to have second that time by. He's going to ship it into turn number 1 and 2. Slides up the track, jumps the cushion down the back straightaway. Bully's going to fall back. He's not going to push it too hard as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 15 laps to go as they come out of turn number 4. 15 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Orr is now up 7 spots. He desperately needs a caution. He has made a ton of ground up to the number 6 position right now. As we got chaos back here as Bryce Young sits in the number 15 spot. He is battling it out with Bubba Walker. Definitely a lot of racing at the back. We're going to move back up to the front as Connor New is definitely closing the gap on our leaders. They come out of turn number 4. Does he have enough time? If the caution comes out, if the caution doesn't come out, this could get interesting. These guys could catch the back of the field, and you see how hard they are racing just in front of these leaders as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be 12 laps to go as Waddell just crossed the line. We're going to jump up in this battle as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for, I don't even know, Bass is in the number 10 spot. This is for a top 10 right here. Daryl Bass currently in that 511 in that number 10 spot as they come down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Here comes here comes Cuddy to the bottom. Cannon going to try to think about 3 wide out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go. These guys get beaten and banging. These leaders are going to catch these guys pretty quickly as it looks like Waddell has found another gear, starting to pull away as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, I just saw Newsom bang that wall right there where I said these guys have to watch out for. Watch for that. That could cause major damage on that number 11 machine. Even if he doesn't wreck, he could cause a lot of damage on that car and allow Mason Inman to get back up into that battle for that number 4 spot as we move back up to the front. Nice and quiet here. Let's go check the battle just ahead of this. Oh, wow. Cannon just threw a major slider on Cuddy. Cuddy back with the cut down. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Trying to keep an eye on things around the track as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Seadoors, thank you for the share. Appreciate that as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 6 laps to go when Waddell crosses the line. 6 laps to go. Lap traffic up ahead. How will that play a factor on these leaders? They are definitely going to get into it. Waddell has 6 more laps to go. Will it stay nice and clean for him as they head into turn number 3 and 4? It is going to be 5 laps to go. If you're Waddell, you're not trying to push it too hard. You know one of these lap cars could cost you the race. Right now, it looks like Ty going to give them plenty of room. Gives them the bottom side as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 4 laps to go as Waddell picks off 1 lap car into turn number 1 and 2. Battle behind him starting to heat up as Coy has caught Connor New as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for second definitely starting to pick up a little bit as it looks like New's going to be able to get a little separation into turn number 1 and 2 with 3 laps to go. Our leader out front by 1.3 seconds as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to get around the outside of Bryce Young for 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Thank you for the follow. I said thank you for the follow a little prematurely, I think there, but I saw that you shared it. Appreciate you, Seadoors. As they come into turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be white flag. 1 more lap for Nathan Waddell. Whitell going to ship it through turn number 1 and 2. He's just got to hope these guys don't do anything dumb in front of him as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Dominating fashion here tonight in the number 5 machine. Give it to Nathan Waddell as he comes across the line. Checkered flag in the air. Connor New, Coivolis, Newsom, or your top 5. Great run for Tyler Orr up to the number 5 spot. 8 positions. Phenomenal run out of that number 3. All right, Trevor, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. All right, we're going to go through these results. We'll see if Waddell, New, or Coy jump into the Discord. It's going to be Nathan Waddell with the win. Connor New in second. Coivolis in third. Going to be Newsom in that number 4 spot. Tyler Orr in 5th. Great run out of Tyler Orr there. Mason Inman in 6th. Going to be Chase Copeland in the number 7 spot. Mason Cassidy in 8th. Zachary Mitzner, great run for him in 9th. Going to be Daryl Bass in 10th. Willie Cuddy in 11th. JP Shed in 12th. Going to be Jacob Cannon in the number 13 spot. Bubba Walker in 14th. Bryce Young 15th. Ty Lounsbury in 16th. Riley Knoll 17th. And Corey Roberts in that number 18 spot. We're going to go ahead and see if anybody is in Discord. These guys might not even know I'm broadcasting it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't know. I don't see Nathan Waddell, but we'll give him a minute, though. But great run for these guys here today. Definitely a lot of fun. A little less messy in the super race than the big blocks were. So definitely a little cleaner there. We're going to see if anybody jumps in, and we'll give him a couple more minutes. Let's see. Is he over in his Discord? Yeah, he's over there sharing. He's not coming over, but appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out. He doesn't know I'm live, or Waddell will definitely come over. Maybe we'll catch him next week, guys. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.